Grand rising and bright blessings to all of my pedal patrons. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Venus Day. Welcome to a 5 Universal Numerological Energy Value Day, which is going to kick a lot of people in the buttocks today because the universe is asking you to experience change, and some of it's going to be with divine alchemy if you haven't already started to do the work. We have Chiron, which is going into retrograde for the remainder of the year, which is going to challenge people on the way that we are honoring the energy of caring and healing some deeper wounds or healing some fresh wounds. It's going to come in lots of different signs for lots of different people. If you know where Chiron is in your own personal chart with the house and the signs that it's even going to enhance this conversation a little bit more. Let's go to the map. We have a lot to cover. I put the asteroids back in here today because it's important, in my opinion, when we have a retrograde, pay attention to some of the asteroids because it gives a little bit more flavor, okay? Let's just make it simple today. Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces are going to have the better days today. The rest of you guys are going to need to go slow, okay? Walk softly and carry a big stick. Not completely negative because we have more sextiles and trines that are in the energy today, but the conversations that are led, especially when Chiron is an internal healing spiritual energy, I got to be able to bring it up. And so there could be some spiritual components that you need to pay attention to, especially if you've been feeling a little bit anxious, especially if you feel like you've been a little bit disconnected these past couple of days. If you're feeling that you have this desire and want for yourself and for your family to move forward in a better sort of motion, but for some reason we just can't get our Mo and our Joe to connect, and therefore we feel like we're doing things wrong. I have to tell you that there is a lot of energy in that anxiety that does not belong to you. So insert mini commercial here. If you took part in my 101, 201 spiritual hygiene classes and some deeper development in working with some of the celestial bodies, this is why we scheduled it when we scheduled it, so that you would have all of this time to be practicing for this time period. Make sure that you're doing your bubbling up. Make sure that you're doing your daily meditation. Drop those cords, call your teams, and put your ultimate energy centers. Big bubble up, man. Big bubble up. Practice to take it as far as you can. It's one thing to be able to work on your own self and own your own energy whilst you're in your bubble, but sometimes other people are throwing off some energies that have nothing to do with you, and some of you guys are absorbing it, okay? And some of it is coming from the astral realm. So it's important, it's critical. You have to make sure that you are doing the daily cleanse. You have no excuses. If you brush your teeth every day, you do your spiritual hygiene every single day. Period. Any discussion. Moving on. Okay, so let's get into the different transits that are taking place today. We have 6 transits. 4 of them don't even take place until 3:15 to 6:15 p.m. between both coasts, all the way to 11:22 p.m. or 2:22 a.m. between both coasts. Pay attention, okay? Now, the first thing that took place this morning was that we had the Moon in Aries having the sextile, which is that purple line connected up here to the Jupiter in Gemini. And so that is also a conversation about being aware of what it is that you are defending, especially because Chiron is in the natural natal Aries, which is first house, self-appreciation, how you see yourself, things of that nature. But it's staging a little bit more here in the 9th house, so future development and things of that nature. You must pay attention to what it is that you want to be able to let go and heal, so that you can allow more energy to come in and push you into the direction that you want to be able to experience. But then right after that, we experienced the retrograde position itself, which was 6:59 a.m. between 9:59 between both coasts. So we're fresh into the energy. Now at 3:14 p.m., we are going to have a trine, but it's a little bit void, which means it has power, but it's not as impactful, but it does pack a punch. Mama Venus sitting here in Leo, wanting us to be appreciative of the creative aspects that we bring towards our creative expressions, right? It's going to have this trine coming in here with that protective energy for what we have within Aries. So in other words, we're sort of protecting our lifestyle in one sense. But how Saturn comes in here and starts to have a conversation with Venus and Leo about where are we giving up our control or losing ourselves in other people's energy. So you have to be mindful about where it is that you're doing so that you are developing your own personal stance as opposed to absorbing someone else, okay? Especially in relationships. Now, it doesn't have to just be marriages and domestic partnerships, but it could be friends, and it can expand into different variations of social circles. Then we have another quincunx that comes in here today, and that is where we have this Pluto in Aquarius coming in here very specifically with Mercury in Virgo. Oh my goodness, caution, because we have this conversation about how it is that we are communicating our control. I'm holding on to this come heck or high water. Or I'm willing to let it go. So the universe is going to challenge you today on this 5 universal energy day to release control. Let the divine create the alchemy that's required, but you have to give your angels, spirit guides, and protectors of light and whatever pantheon you're in permission to do some of the work for you. But you also have to know what you're willing to let go. Then the very last transit that takes place today is the conjunction that takes place 11:22 p.m. to 2:22 a.m. In core context, the moon in Aries conjuncts the Chiron in Aries in its retrograde. So again, there's an acceleration of things that are going to be taking place today. The Aries, I know this sounds funny, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. You guys are going to have the roughest energy today. And I'm going to tell you why. You're going to have rough energies, even though we have more positive trines and things that are coming in here today. And we do actually have, let's put it this way. We have a grand trine coming in here with Gemini, Libra, and the Capricorn energy. But the fire signs are going to have challenges today because of the extra energy that's taking place with this moon in Aries, especially Aries with this Ceres and Capricorn, about how it is that you're nurturing the way that you're communicating these things that are coming in. Gemini, you have the square coming in here with Papa Saturn in the way that you want to expand. So that's a natural contradiction right there. And because Sagittarius, you're ruled by that, it could be affecting the way that you feel happy, especially the things that you're trying to plan for yourself. So in general, you guys are going to want to sort of just like bring it down a level today. Be nice with your communications, put things on hold rather than go full boat, especially Geminis, because you have this square that's coming in with Mercury and Mars. Ooh. This no bueno type of a situation. It doesn't have to break everything, but what I will say is this: if you're signing papers today, you've got contracts coming in today, if you are not reading everything with your 3 levels of old lady glasses like me, double and triple check everything. You will find that there's probably something hidden in the details there that may not work out for you. So the awareness that we want to be able to use in this energy could be a little bit clouded by how fast communication needs to go. Be mindful. The rest of the signs out here today actually do have some very positive aspects. Of course, many of you guys are going to have major planets with what's taking place within that Venus and that Saturn, and where that Gemini happens to be in your chart. But for the most part, the rest of the communication for the other signs is going to be continue to move forward in your highest aspect of joy. Make sure that you are being very specific about what it is that you need to say, and speak kindly, because this energy right here is no joke, especially with that square with Mars. Be strategic with the allowance of time, okay? This concept that we have of linear time to do what it needs to do. In other words, let your spiritual teams come in here today and assist. Drop it if you can. If it's not going to matter to you in short order, let it go. And be open to experiencing the higher aspects of what is going to show up for us very, very shortly. Now, tomorrow we experience the moon shifting into Taurus, and so it opens up this exalted position of resources and finance, the natural second house energy. So today, if you can sort of slow down, tomorrow it'll be a better day. Sunday is going to be a better day. As always, may you receive everything it is that you need, everything that you want and desire, and may you continue to find the beauty in all things. Talk to you guys later. Bye.